Hello, my name is Mike Pfaff, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. Now, it's been some time since we had a video, so and I'm in my smaller studio, and this is our topic for today. And let me read it. This is remarkable. We see different worlds. We see, and you notice C has got little quotation marks around it. We see different worlds. And the quotation marks is to remind you that the eyes do not tell you anything. The eyes do not see, nor any of the senses do what you think they do. So, we see, we experience different worlds, you and I. Nobody experiences the same world. Now, in this discussion, we're going to have two questions that we're going to ask AI. And we're going to ask AI because I want to give some emphasis to these questions. And this video is about debunking the myth that there is one external world that we all experience. So let's see what happens. First, we'll ask AI, because AI knows a lot, through Google search. And here's our first question. Is there proof of an external world, that an external world exists? And here's what she says. You can copy that question into Google search. I didn't put the reference because it was too long for the website to find it. So just put that question in and Google will tell you about it. But here's what she says. There is no absolute, independent, logical proof that an external world exists independent of your perception. However, common sense, everyday experience, and philosophy strongly suggest an external objective world exists with actions like touching and seeing providing practical basis for belief. Now we're going to look at this a little bit differently. First of all, a lot of the languages have what's called flavoring words. This is particularly true in Germanic languages. French does a lot of it. And what it is, it expands, it gives color, flavor to the statement, but adds nothing to the answer. It's kind of getting you lost in what isn't important. And so let us look at that first statement a little bit different. And it says, if you take the flavoring words out, there is no logical proof that an external world exists. So that's what the answer is. There is no proof. It's a speculation based upon, according to this, Google, common sense. Now we got to look at common sense because common sense is not a proof of anything. You might think of the common sense belief that the world was flat. And the world was flat for thousands of years. And if you thought the world wasn't flat, you could be beheaded or burned at the stake or ostracized, all kinds of stuff, because you didn't match common sense. So common sense isn't a proof. So when you all get done with what AI says, there is no proof. And common sense does not offer one. As I have said before, your senses do not do what you think they do on a common sense. And I'll reference another video we did, I did on that. That was the name of it. The senses don't do what you think they do from your common sense perspective. So that's the first question. Let us go into the second question. And here it is. Is everything connected? Is everything connected? Well, that should be self-evident, but it's not. In the egoic world, we believe everything is separate. Nothing is connected. All things are separate. All the parts are separate. And we put parts together to make the whole. So let's see what AI says about this. Here's what she says. Yes, from both scientific and systematic perspectives, everything in the universe is connected in a causal way. In a causal way, I added, in a causal way. That's why those square around there. It is a reality based on shared origins, fundamental physical laws, quantum mechanics, the ecology of interdependence. And this is important because when everything is interconnected, any decision you make is going to affect other people, and because of the interconnection, it will affect you. So nothing stands alone. Now let us look at A Course in Miracles around this subject. And here's what it says. Now this quotation from the Course is from lesson 29. If you look at the in the description, you will see the reference, and it is that has a W, which means the workbook. Question 29, paragraph 1, sentence 2 and 3 within the book, if you want to look it up. And here's what it says. It explains is the lesson 29. So you can look it up and see what it says. It explains why nothing is separate by itself or in itself. It explains why nothing you see means anything. You probably didn't know that. On a conscious level, are you going to be aware of it? No, you're not. You'll never see the matrix of this interconnection that lies behind your conscious awareness in all things. Nothing can be alone or stand alone outside of the matrix. So you are involved in the matrix and make believe you're separate, and everybody's separate. How magnificent. How magnificent is the lie in the egoic world thought system? Now, these are just two questions. I use AI because a lot of people think I'm using pseudo-science or pseudo-intellect or something like that. So I have to have a strong reference to something that people will agree on. That's why we got it. That's why I reference AI. And so, give this some thought. You are parts whole. So you're not the whole. We think this whole is made of parts. They're not. The whole is grown together and operates together. Nothing's separate. Everything is interconnected. You are parts whole of the universe. Be good to yourself. And we'll look forward to seeing you next time, right here, as always, in the illusion. Bye now.